Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm a new zodiac sign channel. I'm not going to be going too deep in depths of the signs because I'm still learning more and more about each placement. But anyway, I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to get right to the point, but today I'm going to be talking about the relationship of Taurus and Scorpio. Now, before you go in the comment section, please do not base this entirely off the sun sign because there's more than just a sun sign. There's a moon, a rising, a Venus, a Mars. So please don't judge people just based off their sun sign because there's more placements involved in their behavior. Now, this don't mean go bashing people because of whatever sign they got in their Venus, because there's more than just one sign. You gotta remember that. Anyways, I'm gonna get straight to the point. So Taurus and Scorpio. So I notice a lot of people don't really talk about the friendship part first. They always get straight into the relationship part. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the friendship part first before I get into the relationship part. So Taurus and Scorpio friendship compatibility. As people know, these two signs are actually sister signs. If you guys don't know what sister signs are, you should probably look it up. But I'm going to go ahead and explain what sister signs are. Sister signs are basically the opposite sign of you. Like, it's basically a mirror you, except they're not exactly the same sign, but they share similar traits. And as you guys know, Taurus and Scorpio are both fixed signs. And fixed signs, they have their mood set to one thing. So if a Taurus and a Scorpio get upset, you're gonna realize they're probably gonna stay upset because Taurus and Scorpio, they are very, brooding signs. When they got their mind set to one thing, it's gonna stay set to one thing. Because like I said, these two signs are fixed signs and they know what they want. Another thing about a Taurus and a Scorpio, they're both very stubborn. Now, I don't know, like, I feel like Taurus is more stubborn than a Scorpio is, based off my experience. Now, like I said before, you can't judge just the sun sign. You gotta look at all their other placements. But, I don't know, in my opinion, I feel like Taurus is way more stubborn than a Scorpion is, in my opinion. But, anyways, like I was saying, Taurus and Scorpio, they're actually very kind people. If you want to find a Scorpio and a Taurus, like if you're trying to, find one, if you don't really attract the Taurus and Scorpio, you'll probably, let's say for example, you're the party type, you're going to a party. You'll notice there's somebody in the corner sitting there, not really partying. They're just sitting there, probably on their phone or just dazed out, and you're gonna notice they're kind of lonely. That person is probably a Scorpio or a Taurus. Now, I do have to say, this. A lot of Taurus and Scorpios are very introverted people. Now, they're very quiet and silent. You'll notice this. Like, if you're in high school, you'll notice there's always this really quiet student, like, sitting there not really saying nothing much. They're just minding their business. That's most likely a Scorpio or a Taurus. And like I said, you can't just base this specifically off the sun sign because not every Taurus and Scorpio is going to be the same. It depends on their placements. But like I said, you'll notice majority of Taurus and Scorpio people are very quiet. They may be quiet because they don't really like being around a lot of people. That's one thing Taurus and Scorpio have in common. They do not like being around a lot of people. This don't mean they hate people. this just means they just like being to themselves a lot. They like being distanced from everybody. You may see a Scorpio at a family reunion. They're gonna come out their little room and just they're probably gonna say hi, because they're very friendly. They're gonna say hi and then you're gonna see them disappear, because that's how Scorpio and Taurus people are. They like their space, they like their privacy. They don't like a lot of people all up in their space. And this does not mean they're disrespectful or stuck up. This just means they just like their space. They're very introverted and they're kind of shy as well. They're very shy, actually. A lot of Scorpios and Tauruses are actually really shy, you'll notice. So they may act a little standoffish. That's because they don't know you. Here's another interesting fact about a Taurus and a Scorpio. You're gonna probably catch them staring at you. This is gonna sound quite creepy, but you're actually gonna catch them staring at you in the back of a classroom or somewhere, because it's not because they dislike you, but they simply do this because they're very observing people. They like to read people's body language. They like to study them for a bit to know how they are. So this is something Scorpios mainly do. You're not going to really see a Taurus do this a lot, but Tauruses do this too, but it's more of a Scorpio thing and not really much of a Taurus thing. But Tauruses do the same thing, especially if they have Scorpio placements. If a Taurus got a Scorpio placement, they're going to definitely do this, especially if they have a rising or a moon or a Venus in Scorpio. Because I've seen it myself. A lot of Tauruses that have Scorpio placements are definitely like this. No question about it. But anyway, Scorpio people, they're very observing people. They're very good at reading people. They're very good at it, you guys. Very good at it. I know like a lot of Scorpios, and y'all, you would think they're freaking psychics. Most of them are psychics. They know everything, almost everything. They're very, 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 very good at reading you, you guys. They can read you like this, like with a snap of a finger. They know who you are just by looking at you. So anyways, if you're trying to find a Scorpio or a Taurus, you're gonna notice that they're very quiet, they're very observing, and some people gonna mistaken them for being stuck up and shady. No, that's not the case. They're just very quiet and they don't like talking to people that they feel that is not like them. That's the thing. And this doesn't mean they are stuck up and shady and think they're better than anyone. No, they just don't like a lot of people in their circle. Taurus and Scorpio people often mistaken them for being popular. Now you're gonna notice something about a Taurus and Scorpio. They may have a lot of friends. You guys are definitely gonna notice this. You're gonna see them hang around maybe a few people, but this does not mean they're popular. A Taurus and Scorpio could have 10 friends or maybe 20, and you're gonna only see them hang out with maybe one or two people they trust, because Taurus and Scorpios, they keep their guard up at all times. They don't trust every single person into their little circle that they have. Now, like I said, you may see them have like 10 or 20 friends around them, but out of those 20 friends, they only talk to one friend that they trust. And this is because Scorpio and Tauruses, they don't trust a lot of people in their circle. They keep their circle very small. And people often wonder like, oh, why my Taurus or why my Scorpio ghosting me? What did I do? It's not that they're ghosting you. They just feel like they're not close enough to you. That's one of the reasons why they're probably not talking to you. They just feel like you guys are not close or connected. But every now and then a Taurus and a Scorpio will pop up in your life again. They're not just gonna ghost you completely unless you did something wrong. but they're not the type to just ghost. They only ghost you if they feel like they're not that close to you, or maybe you guys just fell off and don't talk. They're gonna ghost you. But you'll notice a Taurus and a Scorpio, they can have a huge friend group and only talk to one or two people out of all those people. And you know why? It's because they trust those two or one person with their secrets, and they're very close to them. They feel very connected with them. And including myself, I'm kind of like this. I have like a lot of people that I call my friend, but I only talk to one friend of mine. One friend. She's my best friend. I've known her for 8 years. I only talk to her. She's the only friend of mine that knows like all of my secrets, and I trust her with all of my secrets because I really, really love her, and she's just like, she's the best friend I ever had. So, as I was saying, Taurus and Scorpios, they're like very, they're very protective over their secrets. They don't like everybody in their business. That's another thing, you guys. If you ever run into a Taurus or a Scorpio, you're gonna notice they don't like putting everybody in their business. You may think they tell you their business, but they really don't. They just tell you the small little details. Now, Scorpios, on the other hand, don't tell nobody their business, y'all. They will not tell you anything, barely anything about their business. I'm trying to tell you, they're the most private people you could ever meet. They don't like putting anybody in their business. You probably won't even know this Scorpio is married because they like keeping everything private to themselves, unless they really, 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 really trust you. They're not gonna tell you none of their personal business. So let me get into the good part, like the friendship part, because I haven't been really talking about the friendship with Taurus and the Scorpio. I was just telling you guys the facts. These two signs can actually be very good friends, you guys, because being that they're so much alike and they're sister signs, they can be very good friends or very toxic friends. As y'all know, Taurus and Scorpio have brooding emotions. If they feel a certain way about something, that emotion's going to be stuck on them because they don't have like, they're not mutable sign, whatever you say, however you say it, like that switches moods. They actually keep the same mood like stuck. Like, let's say for instance you piss a Taurus or a Scorpio off, they're gonna stay like that probably the entire day because they have brooding emotions. When a Scorpio is mad, they will probably stay mad at you for the entire day depending on what you did. Same with a Taurus. Like I said, these two signs are fixed signs. So when they got their mood or mindset set to something, they're going to stick with it. They're not going to change their mind. But anyway, Taurus and Scorpio can be the best of friends if the both of them wasn't so stubborn, you guys. These two signs can be really good friends, but they both act too much alike, and I've heard like a lot of people say they can't stay friends with this Scorpio or Taurus because it turns toxic, and they ain't lying about that because it's actually true. I'm not going to speak this for every Taurus because I've known a lot of Scorpios and Tauruses. We were the best of friends, you guys. They were actually the closest friends to me, like the closest friends to me. I've never had no other friends so close, especially Scorpios. Like, I'm very, 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 very close to them. I've never had a single Scorpio that done me wrong, ever. But these two signs can have like the best relationship. They're literally perfect for each other, friendship wise. Like, they're really perfect for each other. Until they get into a little fight, you know. That's it. Once you get into a fight with a Taurus or a Scorpio, I I say it's harder to gain the trust of a Scorpio again. Taurus, on the other hand, they're more forgiving, but a Scorpio, whatever the hell you did to a Scorpio, they're probably never going to forgive you. Depending on the situation, they're never going to forgive you. I'm sorry, but you lost that Scorpio. They're going to ignore the hell out of your existence. I'm trying to tell you, don't mess with a Scorpio because they will act like you don't even exist. They'll act like you was removed from Earth. But a Taurus, they're more forgiving, but just because they forgive you don't mean they trust you, because they're not going to forget. They may forgive, but a Taurus will never forget what you did. They're going to keep that in the back of their head. Tauruses are very good at playing fake with you. They're very good at it. They will literally smile in your face even though you did them wrong. They're gonna sit there and smile in your face as if you did nothing, and you're not even gonna know they're being fake with you. But you're gonna pick it up eventually, because Tauruses, they know what they're doing. They're being very slick. They're kind of passive aggressive. I don't know if that's being passive aggressive, but they will be fake right back with you. Like, if you're being fake to them, they're gonna be fake right back. They're just like that. Scorpios, on the other hand, they're not gonna kiss your ass. They're going to cut you off for good. Like let's say you did something to them, like you betrayed their trust or something, and you see them in public. They're going to look you dead in your eyes and ignore the fuck out of you guys. Scorpios will definitely do that. They're going to ignore the hell out of you. They're going to do that to you. They're going to make you feel like shit. Like, I'm telling you, they're going to do that. So don't think you can get away with treating a Scorpio bad and think karma won't come back to you, because it will. Trust me. But if a Scorpio really care about you, they're gonna forgive you, but just know it's going to take years to gain their trust back. But if they really care about you, they're not gonna just sit there and just, hold a grudge. Like, they're gonna hold a grudge against you, but they're going to, still talk to you, but it just won't be the same. Same thing with a Taurus. Whatever you did to that Taurus, they're going to talk to you, but it's not going to be the same energy. And like I said, Tauruses are really good at being fake. They're very good at playing it off. Even though they know you did something, they're going to sit there and smile right in your face and play fake back with you, because they know you're fake. So they're going to pretend to be fake right back. They're going to do that fake smile, fake laugh. Tauruses are very good at that. Very good at it. Now, let me get into the relationship part of a Scorpio and a Taurus. Relationship part. Y'all, this can be the most toxic relationship ever, or passionate. Because like I said, these two signs are fixed signs. They're both stubborn, they're both passionate, and they're both sister signs. They're both alike in a way, So this can be the most passionate relationship if you want it to be, or the most toxic relationship if you wanted it to be. So I'm not gonna waste your time here. Taurus and Scorpio are literally the most passionate, loving couple there can be. But beware. They can also be pretty possessive, you guys. Especially if they really love you. You'll know a Scorpio and a Taurus really love you if they start acting jealous. Now, a Scorpio and Taurus, they both are really good at hiding jealousy. Really good at it. But I don't know about Scorpio on the other hand. You can kind of tell when they're jealous. It's all over their face. But they're pretty good at hiding it at the same time. But whatever you do, please don't try to make a Scorpio jealous or a Taurus, because I'm telling you, you're not gonna like it. It can turn pretty toxic. You don't want to mess with a Scorpio, especially because I'm telling you, it's not gonna be pretty. I'm trying to tell you that right now. And I'm not saying jealous. It's good to be jealous, because at the same time it's not. But at the same time, there's different types of jealousy. As long as it's not the crazy type of jealousy, you're fine. But there's nothing wrong with being a little jealous. I mean, who wouldn't be jealous, like, in a relationship with somebody they love? That's kind of normal. But you guys, like I said, Taurus and Scorpios are one of the most possessive, jealous signs. When they love somebody, they don't play about that love stuff. Like, you gotta be really serious if you wanna gain their trust. They're going to test you. Let me tell you this about a Taurus and a Scorpio. They're gonna do stuff on purpose, you guys. They're gonna test the hell out of you. I'm trying to tell you this, especially a Scorpio. A Scorpio is known to do this with their partners. They're gonna act like they don't do this, but they do. Let's say, for example, you just started dating a Scorpio. They're going to post up some type of picture of somebody on purpose, you guys, to see how you would react. They want you to act a certain way so they can know that you really love them. Scorpios do stuff like this all the time, you guys. They will do that a lot. I'm trying to tell you. Tauruses are known to do stuff like this too. They ain't innocent. They do stuff like this too, you guys. Tauruses and Scorpios, they will do stuff like this on purpose. I'm trying to tell you, especially Scorpios. Scorpios, you can't even. No, they're going to test the hell out of you, you guys. They're gonna fuck with you, you know. They're gonna do that. But Scorpios are very, very sweet people. You know, when you meet a Scorpio, people think Scorpios are mean, but they're actually one of the most sweetest signs you can meet. And in my opinion, another thing, this is a Taurus and Scorpio video, but I kind of wanted to bring up something I noticed. Scorpios are actually the most sensitive sign. I don't think Cancers is the most sensitive, but I think Scorpios are the most sensitive, y'all. I'm trying to tell you that right now. Scorpio people, they try to act tough, but they're actually secretly more sensitive than a Cancer and a Pisces, in my opinion. Cancers and Pisces, they just cry, but that don't mean like they're more sensitive just because they cry. People think Scorpios don't have emotion just because they don't show it. They have emotion. They just not gonna show their emotions. But Scorpios, in my opinion, are more sensitive than a Cancer and Pisces, because Scorpios hold so much mess inside. They're too afraid to release those emotions. They don't trust people enough to express their emotions around people. They like keeping all those emotions to themselves. Like, if you notice a Scorpio, people always see Scorpios with a straight face because they don't express their emotions to people. You're lucky if you ever see a Scorpio cry, because I'm telling you, Scorpios don't cry around people. They will never cry unless they really feel comfortable to cry around you and they trust you seeing their feelings. But Scorpios are known not to really cry or do all that stuff in front of people. They like to keep all their emotions to themselves. You're lucky enough that they even tell you how they feel. This is how you know a Scorpio really loves you and really trusts you, if they tell you like how they feel. Like they tell you more about their emotions and stuff. This is how you know. But yeah, Tauruses are the same way. Like, you'll never see a Taurus cry. You'll never see a Taurus act that way. The only time you see a Taurus really express their emotion is if they really trust you. So they're another thing. Tauruses don't show emotion around people. So people always assume a Taurus or a Scorpio is the most happiest person in the world because they don't express their emotions around people. They don't tell people how they feel. They're very good at hiding their feelings from people. They don't like telling people how they feel, because here's the thing about a Taurus and Scorpio. They always feel like nobody's listening to them. They always feel like nobody care about them. They always think this in the back of their head. So this is why they don't share their feelings with people, because they always feel like they're misunderstood. They're not cared about. They always feel this way. So they like to keep all their emotions hidden. So that goes that. But in other words, a Taurus and Scorpio, they're actually a very, very cute couple. You don't really see a Taurus and Scorpio together a lot. And this is because a Taurus and Scorpio, they're actually so toxic together sometimes, and too jealous of one another to keep a relationship going, because both of these signs are too busy testing each other's loyalty, and they seem to look over the fact that they're actually a really great combination, but they're too busy just being toxic with one another. Neither of them will step up and be like, hey, look, we gotta fix this, we gotta work on this, because both of these signs are stubborn. They don't want to listen. They just, they want to be on top of the world, you guys. But these two signs are very, very loyal. Now, I'm not going to speak for every Taurus and Scorpio, y'all. I'm not speaking for every Taurus and Scorpio, because I know there's some out there that's sneaky and cheaters. These are one of the most sneaky signs. So I'm not going to sit here and speak on every Taurus and Scorpio. Now, you can't judge the sun sign, y'all. Like I said, you can't judge just the sun sign. There's more placements. Depends on your moon, your rising, your Venus. You can't just base everything off the sun sign. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Taurus and Scorpio people, they're very, 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 very loyal. They're very, 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 very loyal. That's the thing. One thing you need to know about a Taurus and Scorpio: don't ever question their loyalty. That's one thing. Don't ever do that with a Taurus and Scorpio, because that's gonna make them feel like you don't trust them. Even though they may not trust you, but never ever provoke a Taurus and Scorpio's trust or question their loyalty, because they will feel offended by that. They'll definitely take that in mind, and they'll feel like you don't trust them. They will get offended by it. Not every Scorpio and Taurus, though, not every single one of them, but they will get offended by it if they feel like you questioning their loyalty. They're actually one of the most, they're very passionate together. They're very loving, affectionate. Taurus people are one of the most affectionate signs. Now some people say Tauruses don't like being touched. That's not true. It depends on their placements, but some people say Tauruses don't like affection. I don't know where y'all get that from. Taurus is one of the most affectionate signs you can meet. They love to touch people. They love it. Scorpios as well. I heard another thing about people saying Scorpios don't like being touched. I don't know where the hell y'all hear that from. I don't know what kind of Scorpios y'all been meeting, but Scorpios do like being touched. Not by the wrong person, but y'all know Scorpios love that. They love affection, and so does Tauruses. Both of these signs crave passionate. They love intense, passionate, loving relationships. So, of course they like being touched, but, the thing about these two signs, they love their space. They love their space. They love it. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Tauruses and Scorpios can be very clingy people, but they're the type of people that would be clingy, but at the same time they want their space. They can be very clingy, but at the same time they'll want space from you, even though they're clingy. These two signs, in my opinion, are the most clingiest people ever. especially Scorpios. They're very clingy. Like, when they love somebody, you guys, I don't mean they want to be all up on you 24/7. That's not what I mean. But when they really love somebody, they're going to drown you in their love. Scorpios do. They will drown you inside. They will literally drown you because they're a water sign. So water signs love being loved. They will drown you deep inside their love. Scorpios are actually the most passionate, loving water sign, in my opinion. They're better than Cancers, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. They're way better than Cancers because Scorpios actually know what they want. They know what they want. They want you, they're going to get you regardless. That's how Scorpios are. If they want you, they want you. You're automatically theirs. They're going to claim you as theirs. And they would want you to give them the same energy, you know? They don't want nobody that's not going to give them the same energy back. They want somebody that's going to give them the same amount of energy that they're giving. So here's where I think the toxic part comes in between the Taurus and the Scorpio. So being that a lot of Tauruses like their space, as you guys know, a lot of Tauruses aren't clingy. I'm not saying every single Scorpio is clingy because that's not true. Every Scorpio is not clingy. Scorpios love their space as well. But I think Tauruses love their space way more than Scorpios do. Here's the thing where I think these two signs fall apart. Being that both of these signs are very jealous and passionate about their partner, I feel like when a Taurus is probably ignoring the Scorpio will think they're doing something. Now, here's the thing about both Scorpio and Taurus. If you're dating a Scorpio and Taurus, you'll notice if you don't text a Scorpio back for an hour, they're going to do the same thing to you. Or if you don't text Scorpio back in an hour, the Taurus is going to do the same thing. This is what I'm talking about with the testing and the teasing, y'all. Both Taurus and Scorpio people do this. They do a lot of tests to see if their partner really loves them. And Taurus and Scorpios are known to do this. They like to do this all the time on purpose. They do it all the time, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, these two signs are toxic. They can't even lie about being toxic. They're both toxic. But even though they're toxic, they're actually very passionate and loving and caring. But never do that with a Scorpio and Taurus. Don't try to test a Scorpio and a Taurus because they're going to do it right back to you. I'm trying to tell you, they're going to go bite you back harder. These two signs love to play games. They love the game playing. They love to test the hell out of their partner. They love to see how jealous their partner is. Here's the real thing. Scorpios are the type to purposely make you jealous on purpose. And Tauruses do this too. They love it. They just love doing stuff like that, y'all. I can't even. They think they're so slick, but they know what they're doing. They're trying to do that on purpose to see how much you love them. They both do this. This is why Taurus and Scorpios may fall apart in this situation because they both do that all the time. They like to play games with each other. Little mind games, little tricks to see who loves who more. They do this all the time. But this don't mean they're a terrible match. They're actually really compatible. They're the most understanding couple. A Scorpio can understand a Taurus more than any other sign, in my opinion. Same with a Taurus. A Taurus can understand a Scorpio probably more than any other sign because they're both sister signs for one. They're both fixed and they both know what they want. They're both passionate partners. Now, of course, Scorpio is way more intense than a Taurus is because Scorpios will literally drown you. When you're in a relationship with a Scorpio, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel loved by a Scorpio at all times. They don't play games when it comes to love and when it comes to being in a relationship. Scorpios are serious. They're all in. If you're not all in with the Scorpio, that is probably why they're gonna treat you the way they're treating you, because they feel like you're not giving them the same energy back. A Scorpio wants somebody that will give them the same effort and energy that they put into the relationship. And I notice a lot of Scorpios are very deep. When they really love you, they're going to give you the world. They're going to give you their whole heart. Tauruses, on the other hand, they're the same way. But I can't say they're as deep and passionate as a Scorpio, because Scorpios are a water sign. Water signs are very emotional people. They're very passionate. They're very loving. Tauruses are the same way. But I feel like Scorpios are way more passionate than a Taurus is in a way. But Tauruses are very passionate too. And there's many ways to tell a Taurus and a Scorpio love you. Taurus's way of showing that they love you is gift giving, and a lot of people that knows Tauruses know Tauruses love to give gifts. They love spoiling their partner. They love giving gifts. And now don't come in the comment section talking about, oh, my Taurus never give me gifts. Y'all, I just said at the beginning of this video, don't go basing everything off just the sun sign, because it's not about the sun sign, it's about the other placement. So if your Taurus don't give gifts, that's not just the sun sign, that's other signs that have something to do with this. But if your partner, Scorpio's way of showing love is if they're telling you their emotions and how they feel. If a Scorpio is telling you how they feel, that's a big sign right there, because Scorpios don't tell nobody how they feel. If they really, really love you and care about you, they're going to tell you how they feel about you, and they're going to tell you how they feel themselves, because y'all know Scorpios do not like sharing information about them. If a Scorpio likes you and they love you and all that, you're gonna know, because you're gonna feel more connected with them. They're gonna tell you more stuff about them. They're gonna tell you more secrets, because Scorpios aren't the type to tell people their secrets or emotions, but if they really care about you, they're going to open up to you. And same thing with a Taurus. If a Taurus really likes you, they're gonna start telling you all their secrets and everything about themselves to you. They're gonna share stuff with you that they may have not shared with anybody else. Also, never ever, you guys, never ever say I love you to a Taurus and a Scorpio right away. And you know why? Because they're gonna feel like you're lying. Because why are you saying I love you to them so quickly? They're gonna feel like you're lying, and yeah, they're gonna just feel that way. If you gotta wait on them to say I love you, don't be so quick to say I love you to them. Let them say it to you first. When a Scorpio says I love you, they really mean it. They really do. If a Scorpio or a Taurus say I love you to you quickly, they really mean it. I'm trying to tell you that right now. They're not just gonna throw that word out there if they don't mean it, because they really mean it. You're gonna feel it too, especially with the Scorpio, because as I said, Scorpios drown people when they're in love with them. That's why people love Scorpios so much, because Scorpios know how to love. They really know how to love. I'm not just saying that just to say, but they really know what they want. They know how to love. That's why a lot of people love Scorpios, because of that reason, that they're very passionate and deep, and they know what they want. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm sorry I didn't really explain much information about a Taurus and a Scorpio, but I was trying to, pretty much give up give out the information that I know about these signs. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I'm probably gonna redo this video and make another video explaining more information about a Taurus and a Scorpio, because I didn't really explain it like I wanted to explain it. So if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. Bye!